Christmas Day games have you played in?
I think it's 10.
10?
Yeah, I think it's 10 or 12. I know my first year I didn't play on Christmas, and I know my last year in Orlando I didn't play on Christmas, but I'm fairly certain that the other 10 years I did.
So what can you guys expect? I mean, because it's so hyped up so much. I mean, is it like a different?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a showcase for our league. I think there's a different energy and a buzz. There's always an energy and the buzz in the Garden, and I've never done a Christmas game in the Garden, but I would imagine it's even more so. And you know, this is again, it's a showcase, so hoop heads around the country, around the world, are gonna, you know, sit around and watch basketball all day.
What do you remember about your first game on Christmas?
I'm trying to remember. I think that was the New Orleans one. Maybe it was Boston. I can't remember, but.
How about in terms of like the emotion?
I remember the first one I played in, I think, was New Orleans, and I played 3 minutes at the very end of the game, and then drove down to see my wife's family. We were dating at the time, and I think I made a 2-hour trip in about an hour and 15 because I was upset about playing 3 minutes.
Did you ever, growing up, were basketball gifts always a part of the holidays? Do you have a favorite one that you remember, like a jersey, a video game, sneakers, anything like that?
Probably a video game. Yeah, probably a video game. I mean, I did play a fair amount of like NBA Live. It's screwed up, but man, I was always like 2 systems behind. So like, you know, the bits would double every time, right? So from 8 to 16 to 32 to 64. So by the time like Nintendo 64 was out, I still had like the Sega Genesis 16-bit like for Christmas. That's what I was getting for Christmas. My parents were waiting for everything to go on sale. So I was always a little behind on the video games growing up.
Still time for NBA Jam or something like that?
Yeah, I did Super Nintendo NBA Jam. I played that quite a bit at friends' houses.
Who was your favorite player to play in video games?
I mean, my favorite player, period, was Jordan. There was a cheat code in NBA Live 95 for Sega Genesis. If you took the center and he caught the ball outside the three-point line and you dribbled inside the three-point line, and then as soon as you dribbled back out, you tapped the B button, the shoot button, it would go in every time. It was a swoosh. So my brother and I would play 3-minute quarters, and it'd be like 140 to 132. I mean, we were making threes with like Bill Wennington, you know. So it wasn't like I was trying to get buckets with MJ or Gary Payton. Like I was literally shooting threes with centers because I knew the cheat code.
You were ahead of the NBA.
Apparently, yeah. I was like 10 to 15 years ahead of it.